Well, locally grown food could become more expensive as drought threatens the Pacific Northwest in the coming months.
Oregon's rain deficit grows in the warmer and drier months. Now, drought not only increases the wildfire threat, but Oregon's agriculture industry. Consumers could feel the lasting effects if drought does return this summer.
That really affects the amount of food that we can produce and the economic value of that food. And right now, that's kind of important because we're anticipating not only the increased costs of our groceries and things like that, but also the economic benefit it provides to the state.
That's Oregon State Climatologist Larry O'Neill. He does expect parts of the state to fall into abnormally dry conditions by Thursday as temperatures warm this week. Let's bring in meteorologist Kelly Bayern here to talk about this. I think this is fascinating, Kelly, because just a week ago, you actually published an article about the fact that Oregon is not in a drought for the first time since 2019.
And it's a bit of a shock, too, because we have ended one of the worst droughts in recent history, going back since the early 2000s. We saw some severe to exceptional drought conditions in Oregon from about 2020 to 2023. So that has come to a close, and actually right now we have no drought. We're not even abnormally dry here in the state of Oregon. Take a look at these graphics here, and you can see across the state here, we've got no drought in Oregon, a wider look at the region, and very little drought for Washington, maybe moderate drought around parts of the Puget Sound, and next to no drought in parts of Northern California. That is all good to have as we head into these drier months, but again, we tend to see drought come back throughout the drier summertime. So we are expecting to maybe see some economic impacts, and we could see that in the form of more expensive groceries if that drought does pop back up throughout our warmer summer months. Now, taking a look at our precipitation outlook going into May, we actually are expecting a drier than normal May. So we might see more dry spells, and that could worsen our drought in terms of temperature. Much of the central parts of the U.S. likely warmer than normal. How does Portland look? Well, we'll likely be near normal. So we might deal with a bit of heat, maybe some cooler days mixed in there too to kind of average out the month. So we're going to watch May closely. And again, those summer months as we might see some drought creeping back into the state here, which could bring those impacts. But we will also get a little taste of summer this week too. We're going to heat up midweek, just how hot we could get here in Portland. What days will be our sunniest? That's all coming up in my full forecast.